Hey everybody, welcome to Hockey Skate Down. Before we get into the video, I just want to say thank you to all my subscribers. If you want to join our hockey team, it's free. Click subscribe, hit the notification bell to all. Thank you all so much, and let's get started. So, there was a big signing today. Brock Faber of the Minnesota Wild signed an 8-year extension for $8.5 million AAV. So, my immediate thought of this was, damn, that's probably what Luke Hughes is going to get in his next contract. And I know every Devils fan thought the same exact way, but looking at social media, I wanted to gauge the interest of this with Minnesota Wild fans. So I was looking around. Some fans were for it because they lock him into a favorable contract going forward. They know Brock Faber is going to get better and better each year, putting up more and more points. So to lock him in at this rate now is helpful down the line, where you have other fans on the other side saying it's too much too soon. It's too many years. It's too many. The AAV is too high for this. So it's a bit divisive, but you get your player locked in for a good amount for 8 years going forward, max term. And Brock Faber was awesome for the Minnesota Wild. He really was. He put up some heavy points. He logged some heavy minutes for this team, and he was extremely noticeable game in, game out. And he was in the running for the Calder Trophy this year alongside Luke Hughes. So that's what I want to talk about in this video, because when you're looking at contracts for players, you look at comparables, and you can't get any more comparable than these two. So let's talk about it in this video. So Brock Faber signed an 8-year extension with the Minnesota Wild at $8.5 million AAV, 8 more years of the Brock Star. So this is definitely comparable to Luke Hughes and what he's going to get in his next deal. Looking at their numbers, very similar in points production, as they were exactly the same. They both finished the season with 47 points. Age, they're both in the same age range. Luke Hughes is 20, Brock Faber is 21. They both played in 82 games this year. They played a full calendar year. Points were identical stats almost. Luke Hughes put up 9 goals, 38 assists, where Brock Faber put up 8 goals, 39 assists. But the numbers start to change when you're looking at other things. Luke Hughes was a minus 25. Brock Faber was a minus 1. Hits, Luke Hughes had 24. Brock Faber had 65. Block shots, 55 for Luke Hughes, 150 for Brock Faber. And ice time, you see a difference there as well, where Luke Hughes was averaging 21.28 and Brock Faber was averaging 24.58. And, Brock Faber did finish second in the Calder Trophy voting with 56 votes. He had the most ice time of any NHL rookie since the 2000-2001 season. So, looking at what Luke Hughes did this year, it's, he had an awesome year. He had the Devils record for most points in a season by a rookie defenseman when he hit the 45 points. He exceeded that and got to 47. So, when you're looking at comps, that you can't look any more than these two. They're neck and neck in points. They were both in the Calder Trophy. They're both going to be stud defensemen for their teams in the future. But with GMs, they like to look at differences with certain numbers, and that's where they might use those numbers to try to keep Luke Hughes a bit lower than the $8.5 million AAV. But when you're looking at him on an extension, it's definitely going to be anywhere from the 8 to the $8.5 million now. So, it's another thing. I'm not really worried about that big of an extension with Luke Hughes, because with the cap, they're saying it might go up again this year after this year to $5 million. So it's going to have another big jump. You're going to have players coming off on their contracts. You can also trade out bad contracts and, hope to get some more space that way. So I'm not too worried about this. The Devils have a little bit of cap room now, but they still have to sign Dawson Mercer. You have Shimon Nemec down the line. So that's when I start to worry. When you want to sign other players to bigger contracts and you have no money to do, and, other teams aren't going to bite on your bad contracts. So that's when I start to worry, when it's players like Shimon Nemec, that when he's going to be looking for a bigger contract, to have cap room for that, it may get difficult down the line. That's what I worry about. So with this, that's the first thing I thought of today when I saw this come about. I'm like, damn it, I know it's going to be something so similar to that, but Luke Hughes is going to have another great year. He's under contract this year for $925,000. He's an RFA in the 25-26 season. So, we can expect a contract extension very soon. Whenever it's possible that they could work on it. I'm sure we'll hear an extension sometime throughout the year whenever it's possible because, even Tom Fitzgerald said he wants to sign Luke to stay with the Devils long term. So, with next contracts, you're always worried if they're going to go bridge, if they're going to go long term. So, with what Tom Fitzgerald said, I think they're going to go for an 8-year max with Luke Hughes. So, expect numbers in this range. So, I'm sure every Devils fan saw this today and thought the exact same thing that I thought. So, comment below. What do you think about this contract for Brock Faber and the Minnesota Wild? And what do you think Luke Hughes' numbers is going to be on his next contract with the New Jersey Devils? Comment below and let me know. Thank you for all your time in watching this. I really appreciate your time. Smash that like button if you haven't done so and subscribe to Hockey Skate Down. It's free and join our hockey team. Thank you all so much. Have a great rest of the day. Have a great night. Take it easy. Stay safe.